YouTube, what's up, man? We're back in business today. This one has been much anticipated. If you guys are a fan of my channel, you know what I'm about. There is not a more efficient and analytical MFer on YouTube than me, I promise. So today what I'm doing is breaking down every facet of the MW2 Camo grind to help you do it most efficiently and save you as much time as humanly possible, no matter what stage in the grind you're at. Now, as you guys know already, we don't waste any time on the channel. We're going to get you straight to what you clicked on the video for. Just want to say thank you for the almost 8,000 new subscribers in the last couple weeks. It's been crazy. It's really just mind-boggling. I might hit 100K in my second year of YouTube, so thank you truly. It's been a lot of time and effort that's gone into this video, but yeah, enough of that bullshit. Let me get you straight to what you came here for. Okay, check this out. I have created a Google sheet that has every weapon laid out, as well as the camo challenge that you will need to complete on that weapon, from assault rifles down to the launchers, and then each gold, platinum, polyatomic, and Orion. And in this game, we're going to break down more of the camo challenge itself rather than the weapon class, but I'll have a link to this in the description. All you got to do is click on it and anyone can view it with that link. Something you can keep up in the background just to more keep track of what you're doing. I'll have timestamps linked below. I'm going to break down everything a little bit differently than I have before. So first of all, acknowledging the question that this year the camos might not be as difficult as weapon XP. So Zach, what's the best way to level up guns? The first way being we're going to create a class that has a decoy grenade on it, a throwing knife, a perk package that has extra tactical as well as fast hands, and then lastly overclock on our class. But then we want to also put on the field upgrade DDoS. Also, you guys want to make sure you come into your kill streaks and we're using UAV, counter UAV, and then lastly down here at the end, advanced UAV. Change your kill streaks to score streaks by using your right trigger if you are yet to. As you can see at the bottom left, I just changed that to a score streak. We will be collecting a high amount of XP that is going to add to our point total that will help these get more assists for us. And in Modern Warfare 2, any assist or XP that appears on our screen applies to the weapon that's in our hands. The best way you guys can level up in multiplayer right now is by playing Kill Confirmed and Kill Confirmed alone. You guys can see at the bottom right, when you spawn in, you will spawn with 3 decoy grenades. Every life that you guys have, you want to spend throwing these in the most trafficked areas on the map. While playing Kill Confirmed, we simply want to play normally and collect as many tags as we can, whether that's our teammates or our enemies. We want to collect everything we can. Make sure we throw our decoys every single life, and the reason for that is that you guys will see I get decoy distract assists that are attributed to my point totals. And most importantly, if you're able to grab your own tag, that is 350 XP that will be applied to your weapon. Now also, every time you guys earn a DDoS field upgrade, make sure that you're calling that in near any enemies or equipment. I like, again, just moving towards where the map is highly trafficked, where there will be a lot of players moving around. As you guys can see, we'll EMP players to get extra XP there. Now, for every normal weapon in this game, this is exactly how you guys will play it. You guys will constantly get a passive amount of XP. Any XP that appears on our screen is applied directly to the weapon that we're holding in our hands. That brings me to my next point. If you're using a riot shield, a combat knife, a launcher, anything that's more difficult to get kills with, that XP will stack. And then if you guys can get a throwing knife kill, make sure you do that and continue to grab your tags. Now, for this second of 3 methods, playing Invasion, you, your teammates, and a lot of bots are going to be spawning. What you guys are going to want to do on this game mode is find yourself on the outskirts of the map. No matter what map you're playing, I like just following the left or the right side of the map. And what you're going to do is immediately chase the helicopters that drop the bots. Now, on the outskirts of the map, there will be a large portion of these bots that give you just the same XP as it would killing a player. You guys might run into some players. We're going to drop our tac insert so we can play somewhere safe, and then follow these bot helicopters to kill them as soon as they drop down. Use your UAVs and score streaks anytime you get them for added assists. And what we're going to do is the second that they spawn, take these guys out. When you guys die, you're going to respawn back at your tactical insertion, and hopefully using overclock, you can use a second one to replace that tac insert. Last method, I'll keep this extremely short. You guys can play Battle Royale solos. You can play Warzone 2. The Safecracker contracts will have you follow a series of 3 safes that you'll open and get XP. On the last one, the weapon that you're holding in hand will apply a large portion of XP to. If you guys need a little tip with the Safecrackers, you can do 2 of them and get enough cash to purchase your primary weapon at a buy station. That way you can have whatever weapon you need to level up in your hands. But running contracts in Warzone is something you can do playing solo and get done very quickly. The more contracts you can do in a game, the better. The longer you survive, the more XP you get. Now, as I break down in the sheet, each of the weapons will have 4 out of the 12 possible weapon challenges to complete. For example, if we look at the M4, we're going to have to get kills while aiming down sight, double kills, and kills from behind. As you can see, the 4 camo challenges I'm talking about on the 74U will be unlocked at level 2, level 8, level 14, and then level 20. Now, at which point I would suggest you start going for these camo challenges rather than leveling up your weapon. Sometime in between level 14 and level 20, you guys can start going for the first 3 camo challenges. That way you'll unlock the camo challenges as well as that 4th level via the XP you got while doing the camo challenges, just in time to flawlessly move into the gold challenge and not wasting any time being max level. Now, we're finally going to get into the camo challenges themselves, and for that, and right at this moment in time, everything we're going to do will be inside the Shoot House 24/7 playlist. Without a doubt, the fastest way you guys can get camos, and I'm going to explain each of the challenges and what you guys can do. Now, if we go back to the sheets page that I made, you guys can see we'll need to get kills while aiming down sight, double kills from behind, hip fire kills, mounted kills, suppressor kills, crouch kills, point blank kills, prone kills, one-shot kills, and then Akimbo kills. There's 12 total challenges that each weapon may or may not have. I'm going to explain them in order, the best way you guys can get those done and the fastest. Now, when playing Shoot House, there's a couple of these camo challenges that will be more self-explanatory, right? Such as the kills and ADS kills, those 50 and 30 kills. That's something we're just going to get from playing it by itself. But as we move into the next camo challenge I want to talk about, which will be the double kills, something I like to focus on when I'm playing Shoot House is this left and right side of the map. Okay, these lanes, as well as being able to see into the middle here, is where you guys will get all of your double kills very easily. So what I like to do is move towards the left side, and we'll play over here. If there's not a lot of action going on, we'll try and pick up a kill, and then we can check the other side. We can see all the way into the other lane. I'll look at my UAV. If I have teammates on the right side of the map, maybe I'll try to move more towards the left side. As long as you can make your way into here, you guys should be able to pick up double kills fairly easy. And if you need one, just check across the other side and then play your side as well. Already got 2 of the 10 that we need, just like that. And like I said, I'm not going to waste your guys' time. I'm going to bring it into kills from behind. Okay, so something that I like to do with kills from behind, it can be a little bit more annoying, but same thing applies here. We're going to try and play on both sides of these lanes. Now, what I like to do is just swing back and forth right here. Eventually, we'll catch a player facing the wrong direction. A lot of other people will also attempt to cross right here. As you guys can see, we'll pick up those behind the back kills. Look at, you guys think I'm lying? Don't miss your shots like me, but you'll pick up a lot just by swinging and sneaking your way into the other lane. Up next, I'm going to talk about hip fire kills, and I know I'm rapid firing these at you guys. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. But again, I'm not here to waste your time, so let's talk about what's important. In Shoot House for hip fire kills, I will be playing on this side of the map, right around this spot for your hip fire kills, waiting for people to walk in from both sides using your headphones. You guys are going to have to do this with LMGs, ARs, some sniper rifles even, and that way you guys can get your hip fire done in close proximity, not having to spray people like at this line of sight, right? We don't want to be hip firing people from that far away. Same thing applies for hip fire kills. If I'm on this side of the map, I really like playing around this blue crate. A lot of people will kind of walk down here, try to pass me up top, close on my left. You guys can get a lot of hip fire kills just by peeking those 2 areas I talked about. Now, for our mounted kills, we're really going to try and knock out 2 birds with 1 stone, and it's going to be this car right here, dude. I'm telling you, you guys can get a crouch in as well as your mount on both sides, no matter what side their team is spawning on. Hold this bitch, dude. You guys will get those 20 mounted kills or whatever it may be done in 1 game. You can also kind of check the middle of the map if need be. Again, I'm looking at my UAV to see where they're spawning, and then I'm going to mount on the opposite side, getting a crouch as well as a mounted kill all in one. The crouch kills, though, I mean, do your thing. You don't have to get them with the mounteds. I like doing them both at the same time. Again, that's optimized to save you the most amount of time, right? That guy got so turned on. With the crouch kills, though, we'll just pop a crouch off and get kills wherever we can. So if you guys want to play aggressive, you can still do that. Just make sure you're getting a crouch off right at that very last second, right? Same thing's going to work with prone kills, okay? This bus, I'm telling you, let it be your favorite, dude. Late. What? I just got 1 shot in the head. But yeah, similarly here, we're just going to lay down and then check both sides. You guys can flip around no matter what side the teams are spawning on and easily get your prone kills. It's really hard for the enemy team to see you. Even when they start knowing where you are, you guys will be very surprised at how many times you kill someone and then they get mad that you're there. So they continue to check that and you pick up 3 or 4 kills in a quick 30 seconds off of the same person. I mean, like... Just like that, this exact spot I would not leave here, no matter if it's slow. Just keep that prone spot right here. It's highly trafficked. You guys can get those prone kills done super easy. Now, next up is point blank kills, dude. This can be some of the worst challenges that we have to do in this game. We're going to utilize the exact same hip fire location that I talked about, okay? So what we want to do on our our point blanks is stand in the exact same spot. Chasing players down can be a nuisance as long as you guys have this good location. I'm telling you, people will ego chow it. Just play your UAV, play your headphones, kills and wait until people walk up close to you. Now, some of those point blank kills need to be done on our sniper rifles and other weapons. So let me show you guys another way you can get that done super easy. If you guys are struggling with any hip fire or point blank kills, come into this third party mosh pit. And what you guys can do is hold the close corners on people, right? So we can wait until they push up, and then we can play that angle waiting for them to push. They don't have any vision of us while we're hiding. I was reloading still. Especially with sniper rifles, man, I cannot urge enough how important it is you play these corners, bro. Like, it's super easy to let people just walk right next to you and barrel stuff the shit out of them, okay? Just like that. Just like that. If I don't have a sniper on, but just like that, man. Something that's good to know with third person mosh pit, there is no skill-based matchmaking. So if you're running into super sweaty players, go jump in that thing, get a lot of your stuff done there. Now, the only challenges I haven't really covered there are going to be suppressor kills, which is, again, just like the kills and getting kills while ADS. You just play normally, just throw a suppressor on. One-shot kills and Akimbo kills. Now, the one-shot kills are only applicable to the shotguns, marksman rifles, and sniper rifles. The thing I can urge you guys to do on that is just make sure you're putting damage range attachments on your weapon. Try to aim for the head with some of the marksman rifles that you need that on, but honestly, not much to explain. I'm not gonna waste your time. Lastly, the Akimbo kills is the exact same. Just put the attachment on and play with the pistols Akimbo in the exact same gameplay styles that I just showed you. Now, up next, after completing all those and unlocking the ability to go into your gold camos, there's going to be essentially one set of camo challenges that will be completed for each weapon category, and they're all the same. Now, as we can see with our assault rifles, SMGs, battle rifles, snipers, LMGs, and shotguns, we need 3 kills without dying 10 different times in order to unlock gold. And then when we move into pistols, melee, riot shields, and launchers, this is going to be 2 kills without dying 5 to 10 times. Now, one of my favorite things to do for the 3 kills without dying, if you guys are kind of a good player and you know the maps well, jump in here, play free-for-all. Some of the free-for-all games I go into, I get like 6 or 7 of these done in one game. Let me show you how. The reason that I like free-for-all so much is because you can control spawns so well. If you play this enough, you really learn the spawns really well in multiplayer modes to know where people are going to be. But something I would urge you guys to do on free-for-all is play as aggressive as you can for your first 2 kills. Pick up that first kill. I'm going to try to move into the building, which is again highly trafficked. Play aggressive until you get your second kill. Now, when you get that second kill, man, we're going to play as passive as we can. The 2 kills is something you guys will come by often. You'll find yourself getting a lot of double kills while you're trying to complete this challenge. So play slow, play passive, wait for a third to walk unknowingly into your line of sight, and then reset, go again, right? So I'm on 3, so now we're back at 0. You guys can get these 3 kills without dying more than once in the same life. It will just go and count every 3. Just spawned in a new part of the map. We'll try and lock down a little area that's nice. Got a guy already camping it. It's okay. We'll come up here. Maybe wait for someone else to walk up behind me, right? We were just there. There's going to be our third. The spawns are very predictable. You guys shouldn't have any problem. We're going to go back to the sheet here just to see our pistols, melee, riot shield, and launchers, right? Those 2 kills without dying. Something you guys can do there is play your close corners. The launchers use melee. You guys can melee for the kills. Just make sure you don't have a throwing knife on because the knife won't count as a kill. Some modes can be better for the launchers, unlike the Joker, where you can actually shoot and kill people. Play hardpoint. You know, wait till people jump on the hardpoint to then use your launchers. But again, same thing's going to apply on shoot house with those 3 kills without dying, right? So this middle of the map, typically when we push up through that middle, it's considered playing aggressive, right? So we'll get our first kill or 2. There's 2 right there. Gonna get to where we can hold an angle. We can hear mid behind us if anybody's coming. Epic Ducky, our teammate, is pushing up. Watch, that would have been us. Yep, just got fried. Nope, we're just gonna wait for them to push us. Once you're on those 2 kills, hold the angle. Stinky Poop Boy just gonna go die as well. Eventually they will push, I promise you. Patience is key. Be persistently patient and you guys will get your 3 kills without dying, I promise. Now, as we jump into platinum, I do have the long shot ranges in meters that you will need to get done on each weapon class. Other than the melee, riot shield, and launchers, which you'll need to get double kills, some of these are actually 2 kills within 10 seconds. Now, for the platinum launcher challenge, we're going to need destroying score streaks, vehicles, or equipment. That's something that can be done quite easily, whether you're in ground war or in multiplayer. If you're struggling in multiplayer, try ground war, and if you're struggling in ground war, play multiplayer. You really only need like 25 of these things or something. It really is not going to be too hard. And what I'm going to tell you guys to do on any of the weapons you need long shots for your platinum challenges, come in here to your sights and put on this X10 angle 40. This optic is going to tell you the exact meters at which point you're aiming at. That way you can ensure you're getting a long shot. Now, you guys, for that, you can come in here to the tier 1 playlist. I really like playing on Embassy as well as Turok for my long shots. But again, not necessarily the case. You can come in here back to shoot house. I think there's a lot more action making shoot house just much more viable. All you guys should make sure you're doing is on your weapon coming to this damage range and bullet velocity attachments. And if you need to even tune those, you can turn that damage range up. So what you guys can either do is pull up the sheet that I just showed you, or just rewind and kind of pause it if you need to make sure. But again, with the assault rifles, I need to be at 38 meters, right? So as you can see with this optic, I can see that I'm at 58 meters right there. So plenty of space to get a long shot. I don't need to necessarily play that far. On shoot house, obviously the OG long shot spots that we all go to on both sides are going to be these tables. And then we're going to look up. This is something that's at 59 meters though, that works quite well for marksman rifles, battle rifles, or snipers. With the assault rifles, you don't need to necessarily be that far. So I like, again, coming over to the lanes that are on the side of the map, and you guys can kind of play on top of that vehicle, hit your shots, unlike me. Or on the left lane, you guys can come up here in this building, search through the windows, and as you can see, just at the corner of where they'd push you is about 40 meters, so we'd easily be clearing that 38 that we need to be at. Now, like I said, obviously this is going to change for each weapon, so whatever the sight tells you need to be aiming at, you guys should be playing for. Find spots throughout the map, back up as far as you can, give yourself some range to get these long shots. You'll fly through them. You don't need to necessarily play on the very back of the map right here to get all your long shots. It will just waste time and take longer than necessary. Now, after finally completing platinum, we will move on to the polyatomic camos, which are, in my opinion, some of the easiest. Okay, we're just going to need 25 headshots on assault rifles, SMGs, battle and marksman rifles, snipers, LMGs, and on shotguns, that's going to move to 20 headshots, pistols as well. And then for our melee, we'll just need 10 double kills. On our riot shield, 10 kills from behind. And then on the launchers, we'll need 15 double kills. So we're going to need a lot of double kills with the launchers. Get used to doing that melee that I talked about. Same with the riot shield, needing kills from behind. Carry some stuns on your class. Move through the middle of the map like I showed you earlier in the video, and try and get behind people. As we get a shipment included in this game, which we don't have yet, I'll make an updated guide on how to do this, but for right now, it's completely worth going for. I do want to mention with some of these more difficult classes, we only need 51 platinum challenges completed. So as we know, as we get DLC weapons in this game, that makes it so we can eat into that 51 amount by using DLC weapons, leaving out the weapons we hate most. So if you hate shotguns, if you hate LMGs, if you hate launchers, complete those DLC weapons, the M13, the new assault rifle, the new submachine gun, the new sniper rifle, and then leave out 3 of those launchers, etc. Whatever ones you guys choose to do. Now, completing your polyatomic challenges, the best advice I can give you for headshots is just getting good at placing your crosshairs where their heads would move, right? So we don't want to be placing them at the ground or at feet level, having to come up to their head. We want to place it right where his head would be. That way we can A, get extra headshot damage quicker to get our headshots, and B, just so we don't accidentally get any other kills that aren't going to be headshots. You'll be pissed if there's ones that are close. As you can see with our crosshair placement there, it's just really easy to pull off headshots. Something that can also help you with your headshots, come down here into your interface section of your settings where it says center dot, turn that on. It will place that white dot in the middle of your screen. So even when you're sprinting around, we'll be able to see a white dot and place it again at head level. So if we can just get a bullet or two to land on the head, the first shots that we're taking, we're easily going to pick up those headshot kills that we need for our weapon challenge. I do just also want to suggest the tier 1 playlist again for headshots, being that the health is a little bit lower. You guys can still get that dot in the center of your screen and do a little bit more headshot damage. If you want to give that a try, go ahead and do that. I would highly urge you guys on your launcher double kills, as well as destroying score streaks, jump in there and kill the cargo helicopters. That will also count towards killing vehicles as well as any players inside. It's something you guys can kind of get through quickly. Now, lastly, to unlock Orion, all we have to do is get polyatomic on every weapon, and then finally, like a normal mastery camo, we will unlock Orion. Again, I'll have a link to this sheet in the description. I promise it will help you guys out a ton. If you want to, go ahead and download it. I'm really going to try and keep this short, not waste your time with too much gameplay. Telling you how to line up the launchers with things, and it's just like, it's not worth it. Just play the game. You guys know what you're doing. You're not stupid. I'm here to just give you the best tips that I can. If you've made it to the end, you're a goat, man. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. We got lots more tips and tricks coming. Tons of DMZ, Warzone 2, and multiplayer content. We're really trying to get to 100K in our second year of YouTube. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. If you have any tips that I didn't talk about, please leave them in the comments below. I'll have an updated guide once shipment comes out, and if you want to see me dive more into specifics on assault rifles, SMGs, the classes individually, let me know. I'm happy to do that. If you guys didn't think you'd go for this camo because it's so daunting and there's so many weapons to do, trust me, it's not that hard. Hopefully me breaking it down made it seem a lot more feasible for you. With all that being said, I hope you guys have a kick-ass rest of your day. If you're just starting it, sleep well. If you're just ending it, we'll see you guys in the next one, man. Peace out.